Yes, guys, and welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102, Unearthing Academy Gems. Right, I mean, this can be really short and brief because for me, in terms of the Youth Academy, I think there's so much it's just luck. It really is luck. We've all played the ODB where your regen of Neville Southall will appear at somewhere like fucking in the non-league fucking 20th tier or whatever. So I feel that maybe in terms of the Youth Academy, although it says here training facility 17 out of 20, if that was to reach 20 out of 20, it would have under soil heating with Youth Academy. It's random. It really is random. But remember, there are ways of unearthing other academy gems. There are that, and one of the most common ones that I'm sure a lot of you have seen before is the old famous school search. Now I've got mine patched to be filtering out all the shit players, as in the shit players that have got a CA of 180 and above. Anything less than 180 is not on this list. So you can see, so this is really unearthing. I mean, you could do it the long way and not have it patched and go through everything. That's entirely up to you, but there are other ways. And this is also a way now. This is how to unearth pre-gens. Now pre-gens, you're probably thinking, well, I know what a regen is. I think I know what a pre-gen is. So when you assign a scout, right at the very start of a game to a youth team, okay, you assign your scout to a youth team, and I would personally do more than one if you're going to do this. You may as well, because it won't necessarily give you. So you go through a couple of weeks and you bring up youth players. Now these players that come up, it won't necessarily bring up the same players for this scout as it will for that way. So you may as well do more than one. And amongst the players that they find, those players are pre-gens that they are creations into the game. They're not regens of anybody, and they are, because obviously the players that go to the Youth Academy that I was just telling you about, like your Neville Southall regen when that happens, or let's say Ronaldo will go to a random, and I believe it's random fucking Portuguese. You wouldn't find a regen from this youth scout. You'll find creations into the game. So it's definitely worth, sending youth scouts out this time of the year, maybe throughout the whole year, to be honest with you, and you just don't ever know what's going to come in. Now I remember something, right? A few years ago, back in the days that I was on Facebook, somebody you can edit the creations of the results of this. There is a way you can edit what sort of caliber comes in, and somebody had put a post up saying, "Fucking hell, look at the youth players that I've just found," and they were absolutely insane. And I thought, bollocks, and I knew he had tampered with this pre-gen thing, because if you look on the Knicks patcher, there are pre-gens. There's a couple of tick boxes. I don't go to them. I keep it as default. I do not alter it and keep it as is, because what's the fucking point? What is the fucking point? So in terms of, if you've got any experience with finding like gems at youth players, let me know. I do think that the regens itself, are bullshit in respect of who they go to. And I'll give you another example, because on my 3-man game, I'm going to give you a little spoiler here for Pep and Ian if they're watching. On my 3-man game, right, our Colombian goal machine, Falco, has retired, and I've located his regen within a Colombian team, but he's 22, right? So if you are playing as Man United, you will not get a youth player come through over the age of 19. So I know that in terms of the academy is shit, like regens and stuff. I know that can't happen. So, and I've known it before where regens have come through on that long-term game, and they're not sort of over the age of 22. I think I remember Zlatan Ibrahimovic came through as a 24-year-old once, and you think, what the fuck? So it really is, for me, it's about looking at this. I mean, regens, we all look for regens, of course, but this is a good way. You could even have a challenge, right? Only purchasing youth players, and then see how you get on. That would be interesting. If you've got any feedback on that or any experience, let me know, because I'm always intrigued to know people's perspectives, people's games, that sort of shit. And until next time from me, guys, take it easy.